It's a little bit of a mess in here. Check this out. I'm going to have fun with this piece. This is a Restoration Hardware bank of drawers, and I'm going to do a full inspection and review of the engineering involved with this piece of furniture. I'm going to be refinishing it. That's why it's here. I'm also going to refinish this thing and try to fix that twisted warped door. That's a bad one right there. It was installed somewhere with an uneven floor, so I had to build out the feet to make it the same size. But look how badly twisted these doors are. Now this was made by a professional cabinet maker somewhere, and you can see one door is twisted in and the other one is sticking out. That's a result of poor material selection, having doors twist like that. That's what happens when you make the doors out of the same plank of wood, and each part from that plank has a twist in it, and it's the same twist, so you have a compounded effect. And that's why you see that big difference there. That's like a ½ inch. I don't know. I don't think I could get away with that. Joe, that's too far. Can't go that far, Joe. Alright, I'm doing this distress paint finish. This is in progress, and I've had a lot of questions about this particular thing I'm doing, which is how long do you wait for the paint to dry to get this distressed effect. I guess a lot of people don't understand the sensitivity of the process here, and the question about how long do you wait before you can do the paint distressing depends on a number of factors. The temperature, humidity, and also the type of pigment and type of paint you're working with will depend on how long it takes for it to set up. But right at this point, it's almost ready to do the distressing. I've already started doing around the edges here. The paint is still a little bit too soft. And what happens when the paint is too soft is that it'll just smear and not look so good. I'm really hungry right now, so I'm not really doing that great of a job. Probably do this video some other time, but you can see the paint is just starting to crackle. You can start seeing some of that effect, but you can still see that it looks wet on the surface. So if I go over that right there, that'll just smear. So the answer to the question, how long do you wait after applying paint over crackle to start doing the distressing, depends on a lot of variables, and you really have to just judge it by the surface quality, and everything is trial and error. So the time range goes anywhere from 5 minutes to 30 minutes or longer. So the edges and the corners are going to dry up first before these large flat areas. So I go around and test everything. It's hard to get anything on even with a sponge, so there's going to be some wet areas that linger around, and there's going to be some parts that dry up really fast. So you just have to kind of test a bunch of areas here. This is ready. This is where the knob goes, so I put some extra distressing over here. Now when you get the paint to just the right consistency where it kind of flakes off but doesn't stick on or smear, you know, you can start doing the effects that you want. But not all at once. You know, I get some heavy spots to come off first, then I'll go over it again to get some lighter distressing and get some of these larger chips to kind of blend in a little bit. So I'm ready to come back to that. I need to do these knobs. Knobs always dry fast. Yeah, I waited too long for the knobs. Use a little damp rag to moisten up a little bit more. There we go. So I got the three-tone effect with the primer underneath the base coat. So a little bit of that light color is coming through. That's too wet still.